What's going on, everyone? Currently playing an Olaf game because every other game that I've played this today has made me feel entirely useless at the jungle because I have just gotten absolutely destroyed. And Olaf is the champion that I like to play when I want to feel like I have control of the game. Olaf does extremely well at snowballing early games and pressuring the enemy jungle early. Unfortunately, we basically have 3 losing lanes, which is not great. It doesn't feel great. But we have a Karma that can buff us, and we have a team that can follow up on our engages, which is big time. In general on Olaf, you can either go Red Smite or Blue Smite. This game I should have went Red Smite, by the way. I just kind of autopiloted, especially against Xin Zhao, because he's a pretty good dueler. And then for runes, you can go Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand with Magical Footwear, Approach, Velocity. It's going to be your standard rune set. On Olaf, Gore Drinker, then probably Boots. Sterix is going to be your most common build, but you can vary it up a little bit as we go, depending on whether you need armor, AP, or what, or armor, MR, or what. You probably shouldn't be building AP on Olaf, but I don't want to tell you how to live your life. In general, I wouldn't recommend using health potions on your early cures Olaf, because his passive gives him bonus attack speed the lower health he has, and then you're always pretty much going to be able to grab that health back when you ever use W. I'm also going to save my smite here, and then we'll go over to our top side after this and basically be able to clear up. Xin Zhao is ganking mid. We'll see where he walks based on my ward. He just warded here. But we've got a nice camp advantage on him as a result of him doing what he just did. Okay. Just tabbing around. This game we don't really have a lane to play towards, but if we can get our cat ahead, it does bode well for us in the later stages of this game. But in general on Olaf, you want to be looking for early fights because this champion is so strong. This game's a little bit weird because they picked Xin Zhao, who is also a pretty strong early game champion. And so it's a little bit different. Katarina's securing us Scuttle, which is nice, and then we'll go mid. And then here. Probably shouldn't have used my W here, because now I won't have it for the duel that will likely break out in about 1 second. Okay, or Zin's just giving me it. We'll chase this guy down and hopefully our bot lane can walk up. Good job. Our cat wants us to shove here so she can also get involved in this play. And so she doesn't get ganked. And Xin Zhao is now sad because I took a scuttle, and so he is kind of tilt fighting. But this is fine. I just wish our bot lane would have stayed up for the fight. But it's not terrible. And our cat should be fine to just walk out here. And he used Ignite Flash. Damn, not ideal. But doing okay. We'll grab this and then go. Our bottom needs to wait and secure our path to that scuttle. But ultimately, like, I can't control their movement. They had a little bit more of time before they needed to get back to bottom lane, though. At this point, this scuttle is probably theirs because their bot now has the prio, just because it's bounced into our team. So this contest is a little bit weird on my end. But our cat's coming out and we don't see their bot lane walking to this. We now see their bot lane walking to this. And it's fine as long as they're hitting me, because our team wins this. It's good. Our cat cleans up this fight completely. They've got no sums and no abilities. So, it's good. It's just sucks because I'm not getting any of this, but it is what it is. My smite on the scuttle was a little late, but again, the way you want to play Olaf is force early fights that get your team an advantage or yourself an advantage. Because Olaf does kind of fall off late. Not as bad as he did in previous seasons due to the item changes, but in general, you definitely want to play in a way that enables your team to get a lead. And our Katarina getting 3 kills is about as good as I could hope. Although that is a huge bummer that she used her abilities to get over the wall instead of just walking a little bit safe. Nice look from Yone, though. Unfortunately, he has also 3 kills, which makes it quite difficult. Yo, this guy's level 7. Not good. He has no ult, but I don't know where Xin Zhao is, so I can't just like run at him. And Xin Zhao's most likely over here. Because this ward's actually a bait, and Xin Zhao could have walked through and been in that bush. Because unless the ward's all the way on this edge of the bush, it actually does not fully cover the path. Because Xin Zhao can hug this wall and get in. I'm not saying he necessarily did, but he does have that ability. And like I said, while it's important that you get your team a lead on Olaf, I would recommend if there are any kills in the early game, try your best to be the one who gets those kills, because it just ensures that you can just control the early game for even longer. Okay, nice job. Oh, if we're shoving, we're shoving. Just Garen must have TP. Because our Gragas can hold this, but if Garen has TP, then he cannot. Because Garen would be able to TP back and break the freeze immediately, and then our Gragas is in a bad spot. We also do have AD Cat, so she won't be useful until like an item or two. So we do have to be a little bit cautious about that. Yo, let's run away from the Yone. Nice job, though. Not bad from our team, getting a couple kills out of that. And our Ezreal's going to be in a decent spot as well here. Their Yone is very, very terrifying, though. So we want to avoid fights around him unless we have, like, an overwhelming advantage from our team. Despite dying a couple times in the early game, we've developed a pretty large lead over Xin Zhao now, just off of farm and pathing, which is good. We just want to make sure to continue that. And then we should be able to pretty much duel him at all stages of the game here. Nice job by our bot lane. Really well played. Good look by Karma. Now we'll base because we've got a lot of money to spend. This game, definitely going Ninja Tabby or plated steel caps. And then we'll go from there. Xin Zhao should be topside somewhere in this area. And then we'll grab our level 8 here, and then our cat can maybe fight. Why? Maybe she needed an item or something. But she didn't ping it. I don't know. I think she's just sad she's behind in XP. I'm walking over a ward. This gank should not work at all, but it just might. Not bad. Hold the wave here for our top laner. Now Yone's going to feel like he has to stay and crash that wave, which is good. I was trying to bait him in, let our Gragas get something, but it is what it is. Yone is just a pretty strong ability for going in safely. All in all, like, this game doesn't look great for us, but it's not the worst right now, and it's definitely playable from here. I just wish our Katarina wasn't the one who got the early kills. I wanted to get the kills, like, after 1 or 2, but Olaf with a lead just is really menacing. Our Ezreal just flash in place. And so once again, we will be playing Catch the Wave duty, where we will go down here and catch the wave. And kill both people and hold the freeze for our team. Wow. Not bad. We got Yone Flash. And our cat's getting to farm for free. And our Gragas killed Garen. So that is good. We also got a double kill and are quite strong now. But I don't know. This game is tough. It's in an awkward place. Our Gragas should be able to reset and walk down, or just walk down, ideally. And then our Katarina's doing alright. Their Yone is pretty fed, and Hazar, though, and that's the big fear. We wait for our Gragas to get here, and we try to poke them out. We don't need to start anything. Or we don't wait for our Gragas and we get Yone Ard, and then we are now sad. Okay, we just have to start this or we're kind of screwing over our Gragas, as sad as it is. Don't use your W in a situation like this on Olaf, because if you don't have W in a fight, you're actually just so much weaker. This dude's no flash, no ulti. Not bad. But unfortunately, we didn't get the dragon. But it's just kind of a 50-50 at that point. Unlucky. Our Gragas was the better top laner there and got punished for it because our Ezreal walked in and died to the Yone before our Gragas could get to the fight. And my Katarina, who's just decided she didn't want to lane, is now taking all of my camps. Which, again, I'm pretty okay with on Olaf because I fall off more. But I just wish she would have played for herself and not died as much in the early game so she wouldn't be 2 levels down to me. And it's now just really awkward because I need 98 gold. And now I don't have these to take. Okay. And our bot's killing Yone, it looks like, or our Ezreal, Gragas, and Karma. Okay, nice, not bad. AD Katarina does not feel like a useful pick right now. Maybe it spikes hard 2 items. But as you can see in this game, like, Olaf is an extremely strong pick because of how abusive his early game is. Even like against someone like Xin Zhao, who's a very strong champion, we're able to like kind of take some really aggressive fights, and we're not punished for being certain places where other champions would be. Cool. And we found a good fight for our team there. Our Ez should be hitting mid. And our Katarina should be hitting side, but now it's just really awkward. This game is so challenging, but I have 10 kills. But it feels so challenging now. I don't know. We're in a decent spot. We're really strong. As long as we fight together here with Karma, Mantra E, Moonstone, and our Gragas frontline, and our Katarina hopefully following up, we should be in a good spot. Our Ezreal's 2 items, our Katarina's getting there. And I'm strong as shit. I blew my ult for Yone ult, but that's pretty decent. Okay, nice job. So just a couple things about that fight and decision making there. Basically, we don't want to start the dragon until, like, when with our comp, we don't want to be in the pit and stuck when we could just wait instead. So we don't really have to do anything. We can just sit there, let our Ezreal poke, our Karma poke, and then look for the fight and chase with cleavers, rather than starting the objective and being in a really awkward place. Close. Our Katarina and our Gragas didn't want to do that, it would appear. And then got kind of one-shot by the Yone. Or Karma and Ezreal got one-shot by the Yone. I don't know. I don't know why our Katarina's pushing top instead of sitting on Baron doing it with us. Our Gragas had TP, so it's fine for him to go early. Our Ezreal Karma just can't get double queued by Yone like that. Just a huge bummer. Maybe the Baron plays a little greedy. In hindsight, it's probably a little bit too hard. But our Katarina has hit 2 items now, which is good. Our Ezreal's 2 items with heal denial. Yone's just a monster right now, but if I can get on top of him, I do beat him somewhat right now. I can't straight up 1v1 the champion, but I am just decently strong. But that's definitely the main worry right now is the strength of Yone. Why do I still see her pinks? Is the game bugged? Like, I swear I muted her. We have split push Katarina right now, which is not great. Nice. But they have split push Xin Zhao, which has to be worse. So, I don't know, man. I think we're winning this game. And Olaf is really, really strong. But it's been a weird one for sure. When you're playing the champion, just try to look for angles where you can abuse the fact that he's super strong early to set up your team for success and develop an early lead. Yo, that's so bad, guys. They're all alive. Okay, good. Our team didn't go for it, but our Gragas might die. We'll see. This is not the fight, lads. Enemy team's Jung is now dead. We have the scuttle. There's a chance we will get this dragon. Close. I had so much gold, I didn't really want to fight, but I felt like I kind of had to there. If I had gotten to our Karma, it's really good, but unfortunately I couldn't quite get there. Nice heal. Yone kills everyone. Katarina kills here. No Garen R. No Yone R. This is a decent angle. Hopefully Katarina is able to kill Yone. Okay. Let's go. Big. Okay, so there's no flash from earlier, so our cat gets to pop off. Huge fight, lads. Well played. Stacking dragons here. All in all, things are looking good. And our Katarina is hitting her item spikes and is becoming useful once again. Or for the first time this game, rather. And we have Moonstaff Karma, which is nuts with our comp. Because we have Olaf, who's empowered. Gragas, who gets empowered. Also, Katarina's still good with AP. It's not like a bad thing for her to have. And also, their team is full AD, so armor is pretty sweet. I go Thornmill here, and then probably even Randuin's. Cool. So, decent job by our team right now. Coming back into this game that was pretty doomered. We can pressure Baron pretty well. We should fall back to this now. I think we can do it safely. We can also respond to mid, and that's fine. But we just need to make sure to control their vision here as much as we can. Oh, our Katarina is alone. Let's go try to save her, lads. Oh, Xin Zhao is walking in. Xin Zhao is dead. Please go, Baron. I've killed their jungler. It is ours. My bad. My Gore Drinker and flash usage were really bad there. But maybe our Katarina can win this. Nice. Good job. And we got Yone GA, which is pretty fat as well. Is it this or Frozen Heart? Or even GA? There's kind of a lot of options for me to go in my build here. But I think it's Randuin's. Sounds the best to me. We can continue to stack dragons here. And our Katarina is now pretty OP. Which is very good. Because she has hit her 3-item spike and even her 4th item spike with Death's Dance. And so she is too strong right now. Yone's taking blue buff right now, but it is what it is. If Katarina hits Baron, we do actually just like shred it, but our team has shown that they can't really execute around there. So, not a big rush. Including myself. That's not me flaming my team. Okay, now we Baron. Or we actually might just be able to end. I think we can just end. Solid game. I'm just going to tank this to keep our minion wave alive. While our Katarina and Karma chase them. We'll just end. I'm ending the game. GG. Anyway, when you're playing Olaf, try your best to set up your team for early game success and use his early game to push advantages for your strong lanes. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button if you can, and also feel free to check me out on Twitch. Thank you.